Hey guys, and welcome to another Hat Galore, where I talk about the recent unusual unboxes within TF2 that occurred within the last week or so. And this week hasn't been too bad. It's definitely had quite a lot of first gen unboxes, and actually I do want to ask you guys, are there any effects that you think I should be including in these Hat Galore episodes that I'm not already? Because at the moment I've kind of just been focusing on the higher tier first gen effects. But anyway, let's get straight into it. One of the more successful unboxing sessions this week came from Gil, where he got a TF logo Hong Kong cone, a Scorching Rifleman and a green confetti ninja hood. I'm still waiting for a Sunbeams ninja hood to get unboxed, guys. Please, someone get it. But he actually ended up selling the Rifleman and ninja hood for a Burning Flames ball cap, which is something around 25 buds, and it's one of the higher tier hats for the scouts, so definitely did well on the trade. And I reckon the Hong Kong cone could go for anything from like 15 buds, maybe pushing for 20 if you do get a decent unusual offer. But yeah, very nicely done on the unboxing. The second ever Burning Flames Executioner got unboxed, and the guy's asking for 100 buds pure or 150 mixed, if it does include pure still. But he's already been offered 70 buds pure, which I would say is a pretty good offer. And I wouldn't be surprised if the guy ends up taking it if no one offers any more, but obviously it's his hat to sell. And yeah, it's been a very long time since one of these came on the market or even like got unboxed, so a big congrats to you. And it's kind of interesting because last week we had the Sunbeams one get unboxed, which is also one of two, so yeah, it seems to be like a pattern going on, like same sort of hats getting unboxed within a short distance of each other, you know. LOL experienced a lot of luck this week with the Sunbeams Chieftain getting unboxed in just 20 crates, and then the second unusual he got within those 20 was a Screaming Tiger Conga taunt, which is definitely one of the higher tier taunts out of them all, definitely something worth over 10 buds, so he's done very well. And yeah, I just always find it amusing to see high tier hats in untradeable form, but by now it probably is tradable because this was earlier in the week. But yeah, very nicely done. The very first Sunbeams Cloud Crash was unboxed, and it was sold in less than a day, I think within the first few hours actually. And I always find it interesting because when these one-of-one hats come about on Outpost, they usually sell instantly, or they just take quite a while to sell because the buyer wants to collect as many offers as possible. But I've always noticed, like, buyers on hats like this, I'm not saying it happened in this particular case, but they always try and force the seller to sell it like as soon as possible by maybe not threatening, but saying, oh, I'm going to retract my offer unless you can accept it within the next 5 hours, because no one likes waiting. Like, they want to get the hat instantly and see if they can turn a profit, or maybe they just want to keep it for themselves because it's a hat they want for their collection. But I don't know, I find it kind of mean. Like, obviously I'm interested to see what other offers a hat can get, and to see it relisted on Outpost straight away, it's kind of a shame. But the hat ended up selling for a Roboactive stainless pot, as well as a Secret to Everybody Little Buddy, and it's been relisted since then for 15 buds pure. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what it goes for. You might recognise Absolute because he's probably been the luckiest unboxed within the last couple of months. He got a Sunbeams team captain last week on his birthday, and since then he's unboxed hats like the Ghost Dapper's Topper, and since then a Sunbeams Tyrant's helm, as you can see here, and he's already sold it for 12 buds. And as you can see in the notes here, he actually unboxed 4 unusuals and 160 crates, and it's actually been an even like more recent unusual unbox, which I'll mention in this video shortly. But he's just had some insane luck, and they all seem to be for the soldier. Absolute also unboxed a Sunbeams helmet without a home, and this is a hat that will probably go for like 5 to 6 buds, but it's just the fact that he's unboxed 3 Sunbeams soldier unusuals in the last 2 weeks, as well as a ghost one. I just find it crazy, and it's definitely been in a decent number of crates, and it's probably been averaged out like every 60 crates he's got an unusual. So yeah, congrats to you, and very nicely done. This is actually the last hat that I unboxed in unusual form, and I got the Stormy Storm effect. I ended up giving that away when I hit 20,000 subscribers, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the next unusual I get will be. I am planning to do a big unboxing during September, as it's my birthday around then, so yeah, we'll see what I get. A Burning Flames Hetman's headpiece was unboxed by a guy that I don't think trades at all, as it's his first trade on Outpost, but he's already agreed to sell it for 3 buds, and I thought it was kind of interesting because as well as the Burning Hetmans, there was a Sunbeams Hetmans unboxed this week, though it's not been put on Outpost for sale, so I can't really show you it. But yeah, I just thought that was quite interesting, both the same hats and both really high tier effects on it, so yeah. You guys might remember that the third Scorching hat with no name was unboxed last week, and within the same 24 hours a Burning Flames one was unboxed as well. Now this was slightly after I uploaded my Hat Galore episode, so I wasn't able to put it in the same one, but it's already been sold for a Roboactive Veil and 5 buds, so excuse the typo I wrote for 3, but that's something around 35 buds mixed, so it's a pretty decent offer. I was surprised it sold so quickly, but you know, it sold within the first 20 hours of it being on Outpost, so I guess the guy just liked the radioactive veil, or he thought it was a good enough deal to take. I kind of feel like he should have kept it on Outpost a bit longer, see what offers he could get, but props to him for unboxing it. And yeah, it's just crazy that 2 of these were unboxed like in the same day. A Burning Flame Snapper's Respite was unboxed, and it was sold on the first day of being put on the Steam market. He was only asking for $300. Now $300 in like pure form on the market, I would say, is around 7 to 8 buds, but this hat's worth around 13, and the fact it's like super clean and, you know, 1 person history, probably could have sold for slightly more, so it's kind of shame. I guess he just wanted the cash on the market really quick. A Burning Flame Scotsman Stovepipe was unboxed, and the guy's asking for 8 buds pure on Outpost. I say that is a pretty realistic buyout, but this is actually a hat that I used to think was one of the best hats in the game. Like, before I knew anything about trading, I thought this must just be the most expensive hat that exists. Like, I played in a pub, I think it was on CT Fort, and I saw a guy with this, and I was just like, dude, how much do you want for it? I'll give you everything I have. And at the time I had like 3 vintage weapons and I think some paints or something, but yeah, I don't know, I just think this is quite a good looking hat. But congrats to you, random dude, on unboxing it. A Green Energy Le Party Phantom was unboxed just 3 crates after a Sunbeams Larrikin from the same guy, so he got super lucky, and I think it's already been sold for 5.5 buds, and I guess there's just like a lot more interest in super clean short history hats, as I remember having a Green Energy Le Party Phantom and it did get quite a lot of offers, but I struggled to get anything close to like 5 in pure, so yeah, very nicely done, Meow Mix. Vidvid was lucky enough to unbox a Purple Energy Exquisite Rack, which was, you know, shortly after the Equip region update that turned it into a MISC, and the guy's already been offered 12 buds pure on his trade. And things like this, it tends to be slow on the sales when, you know, they first get updated into MISCs, because people are kind of waiting to see what offers people will get, and usually they even wait for a few sales before they're like comfortable offering like a lot more than what they used to go for. I know with the yellow belts in particular, when they got turned into MISCs, a lot of people were reluctant to offer like crazy amounts just because they thought, oh, maybe I'm offering too much, maybe I'm offering too little. Like, people really didn't know what these were going to go for. Now obviously with yellow belts, things are a lot more stable and people were more comfortable offering like 15 pure on a Sunbeams yellow belt and even 20 on a Scorching one. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what this Exquisite Rack goes for when people, you know, start offering and they start selling, I guess. A Purple Energy Soulmate was unboxed and he's already been offered 10 buds pure. The hat is one of one, so I guess that's like why he's got some decent pure offers already. But he's asking 15 buds pure, which I wouldn't say is too unrealistic considering the Burning one has gone for something I think like 30 and the Sunbeams one originally sold for 25. But yeah, like very nice unboxed. And I think that about concludes it for this Hat Galore, guys. I'll leave some hats up on screen now just so you can see what other ones are unboxed. And I was thinking about when I finally do launch my website, I'll probably have a list of all the most recent unusual unboxes in all the different effects possible. So that's something for you guys to look forward to if you would prefer just to be able to read, you know, all the most recent unboxes. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'm going to be doing another one of these next week if there are a decent amount of unboxes. I'm also probably going to be live streaming this evening, so look out for an announcement on Steam. Maybe I'll be live streaming around then. And yeah, I will see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye!